skill for skill, none of these guys can mess with me. Like nobody.
I can't.
I guarantee.
Calm down. Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. I say ninth round. What? I say ninth round.
You said ninth?
Yeah.
Gervontadavis and Lamont Roach got into a heated back and forth at the press conference, throwing jabs both verbally and figuratively. Roach proudly repped his DC roots, saying, "My whole family is from DC." But Davis wasn't having it. He warned Roach not to drag family into the trash talk, hinting that Roach's father might be nervous once the fight starts. Davis kept it blunt. "Don't bring your family."
My whole family's from DC. My whole family, like my entire family.
Don't bring them. Don't bring them.
For what?
Don't bring them. I'm telling you,
they gonna celebrate with me. Yeah,
don't bring them.
It's gonna be a party on your floor.
I'm gonna let y'all know something. His father was up here shaking on the what's the name? He was shaking on the on my kids. He was shaking on this thing. On my kids, he was
never.
shaking.
Never, bro. That's cap. What I'm about to say?
How you gonna say it's cap? And
it gotta be.
You gonna say it's cap? I'm watching them.
Gotta be. Hey,
somebody lying.
Good.
Hey,
yeah, somebody lying. Hey. Somebody lying.
Hey,
okay, take
The rivalry between Davis and Roach goes way back to their amateur days in 2011. Their first face-off happened at the Junior Olympics, giving fans an early look at their skills. That fight set the tone for their competitive relationship, with both proving they had the talent to make it big in the pros. At the press conference, Davis wasn't shy about shutting down Roach's trash talk. He warned Roach to cut it out, making it clear that all this hype would only push him harder to punish Roach in the ring and make him regret his words.
I represent, if people doubting you, you feel like you're back against the rope and you don't have nobody, I do it for them. Like, I feel as though dumb people, like, you feel me? Like,
okay. And my last question.
Make it a good one.
My last question. My last question. I just want, just for us in here, I want y'all to predict what round.
What round what? What round what?
What y'all say?
What round what?
You know when they start talking, when the people that who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get dumb. I'm gonna beat his ass for y'all talking.
Shit, boy.
For real. So y'all better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all
all that ski mask and all that.
You got the whole hood over there.
Like twisted up. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Do whatever y'all want. My mother, he can't stop nothing over here.
None of that.
Not at all.
Tell him I'm gonna f him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's gonna get fucked up over here. What do I look like getting fucked up?
Okay.
Davis spoke with confidence about his game plan, boldly predicting how the fight will play out. He claimed he's aiming for a knockout in the 9th round, looking to finish things exactly on his terms.
I say 9th round. What? I say 9th round.
You said 9th?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look, he looked at me.
I'm telling him, you saying you going down in the 9th? You know that power curry late.
I know you got some sneaky power. That's what I do know.
What?
Who said that? You said what?
Man,
you said what? Yeah, that's why I've been waiting for the niggas to talk. How much you want back? How much you want it back? Because I came up here alone. How much y'all want back? How much you want back? Just call it out. Huh? 100? That's a bet. What's your name? Al, where you from?
Davis didn't just address Roach. He had a message for his whole team. He told them to keep quiet with the trash talk because it only fuels his motivation. The more they talk,
I'm not gonna lie, Tank. Like, I watch like most of your other press conferences before you get into a ring with somebody. You be dragging, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You be dragging. You feel me? But with Lamont, bro, it's kind of like y'all. It's kind of like the chill approach. I feel like the respect for y'all two is there.
Yeah.
I want to know how do you kind of balance between having respect for him, but in the ring, knowing like I gotta do my job.
It'd be like, I don't know. It'd be little clips like you see how like man him was talking and then somebody else talked like his crew.
Mm-hmm.
That's what get me up. Like that's what make me like. I always want to prove to somebody that I'm like they not who they are.
You tell when they start talking about that money, that how they bang.
No, not money. Period. Like when they talk shit. Period. That's when I get up for it.
Okay, put you in your bag. Last question, bro.
critics argue that this fight shouldn't even be happening, saying Roach isn't on Davis's level. Many believe Roach isn't an elite fighter, making the matchup seem like a one.
What's up, this your boy Easy Work Boxing. Please like, comment, and subscribe. About to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one, baby. I see a lot of Tank fans and penis riders are upset behind the fact that people are saying that Lamont Roach fight is trash, which we all know is trash. You know, the question that I keep hearing when I'm on my live and people get mad when I'm telling them that the fight is trash is, who else was out there for him to fight? Who else could he fight? The question is, who else did he send an offer to? That's the question. Who else could he have sent an offer to instead of him giving us another 130 pounder who hasn't fought anybody just like him? Who else could he have sent the contract to give y'all fans that's out there penis riding and upset at real boxing fans for knowing that Tank is playing y'all? But
Responding to claims that this fight lacks competition, Davis explained that he took this matchup mainly due to limited options. He pointed out that other top fighters were already booked. As for why he isn't fighting Teofimo Lopez, Davis made it personal. Lopez's constant disrespect was enough for him to leave him off his list of potential opponents.
I was friends, y'all had history, y'all went back and forth back in the day, but why him? Why Roach? Out of all the people.
I think a lot of people was they had a scheduled fight. For sure they had a scheduled fight coming up. And another thing with the Teofimo nigga, he kept saying all this wild shit like monkey this, monkey that, and like he disrespected me as a man, so that's another reason why I wouldn't give him a fight for sure. But I would fight him, like, you know, so I don't know. It just the other guys was definitely had a fight coming up, so it was like who I can really fight. You feel me? And he was the one that was calling, or if I'm not mistaken, he was calling, saying that he wanted to fight, and it's like, why not help him? You know?
Yeah.
Help his situation. So.
And I like that, right? But during these press conferences, you give him a lot of respect. Like, is this to sell a fight or is it like to really believe it?
Nah, I mean,
like really though.
Because the only reason why, because he is good. Like, don't get me wrong. But come on, like I mean, he's good. But when it comes to fight night, like it's gonna be a whole different beast. Like,
Renowned trainer Bo Yeese shared his thoughts on the fight, calling it a solid matchup, but making it clear he's siding with Davis. He acknowledged how tricky it is to face Davis, praising his ability to land all kinds of shots.
I think it'd be a good fight, man. Him and Tank. I think it'd be a real good fight, man. You know what I mean? I think I would have to go with Tank, though. I would have to go with Tank. You know what I mean? But I think it's a real good fight. You know what I mean?
Lamont will be moving up. What would he have to do to make that fight come?
Oh, he moving up?
Yeah, it would be. No, he's the champion at 30.
Oh, okay, yeah. I have to go with Tank with that. He's moving up, yeah.
What does he need to do to make this competitive?
Hey, with Tank, you don't trade with him. You got to box, move, time up. You know what I mean? Walk him around, frustrate him. You know what I mean? Let him drop his guards. You know what I mean? He can drop his guards, and then you do take it. But it's difficult when you fight Tank, man. It's difficult when you fight them because Tank sets you up with all types of shots, man. You can be beating Tank, man. Hitting him with all kinds. If you can't punch, you're in trouble.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But with Tank, you might as well say, man, it's gonna be a knockout. You know what I mean? Because Tank will set you up. Like I said, he know how to set you up. And also, like I tell people, Tank can box when he want to box. You know what I mean?
I thought he was just a puncher. You were the first person that told me
that he can box.
That he could box.
Yeah.
And then I started to see it fight after fight.
Yeah, he can fight real good, man. I mean, he can box real good. He box real good, man. You know what I mean? He know how to do it all. Tank know how to do it all, man.
He's been itching to fight Davis for years, way before. Davis even fought Hector Garcia. This proves Roach has been eager to test himself against Davis for a long time.
I don't know if y'all know, but I've been in the Tank sweepstakes 2 years ago. A fighter's biggest payday around our weight class is going to be against
Tank.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. The Canelo sweepstakes, obviously when you fight Canelo, you're going to get a bag. The Tank sweepstakes, obviously you fight Tank, you're going to get a bag. I got a call from them 2 years ago before he fought Hector Garcia. I wasn't champ at the time, and Hector was a champ. And I was the mandatory, that's crazy, I was the mandatory for Hector. He used his, I'm doing air quotes. I'm doing the same thing. Hector used his special privilege to fight Tank instead of me, so I had to wait.
Because he didn't want to lose to you, so if I'm going to lose, I'm going to fight Tank. Because if I lose to the champ, ain't no payday. I'm still the champ, and I can still keep on going and fight. That's a business decision.
It's a business decision. That's what I'm talking about. I respect it.
Despite doubts about Roach's skills, boxing insiders recognize him as a legit contender. The fact that casual fans don't know much about him leads people to underestimate his chances.
Came out still on top. With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean? Just a little situation that he put me in to, make me lose. But he thought I was gonna lose. But
You talking about like a boxing match or?
Yeah, boxing match.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 16-0. 16-0. And I was 21 at the time. And I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like $10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, So when they came back and it was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You're like sitting on a shelf. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game.
Roach pointed out that he and Davis share similar experience and defensive skills. He noted that their long history isn't widely known, which is why fans don't give him enough.
What 90% of the people don't know is that we have like the same skill set, honestly. We got the same experience, and it's definitely, obviously the power is just, obviously the power is different, especially to the eye test. But what they don't know is like the defense over here is up to par. They don't know I'm not scared. They don't know that I'm going to go in there and be in control.
This DMV versus DMV, you know what I mean? Like I feel, like tell us a little bit about being a DMV fighter, what that means, you know what I mean?
I mean, well, you can attest, it's been a hotbed for a long time. It's been a hotbed of boxing for a long time, even if it's not well known to the general public of the boxing world. Everybody know that DC, Maryland, and mainly DC and Maryland, but DC, Maryland, and Virginia got some of the best fighters in the country. And when it comes to world champions, as bred world champions in the world too.
Lamont, you talking about having no fear of Gervonta. How much does that play a role in this fight, in the fact that you've went head up with him before back in the amateurs, and so how much does that kind of help the confidence heading into a fight with him? And even and to those points too, like a lot of guys aren't exchanging with Gervonta in the pocket, trust their defense to try to punch in between his punches. And do you feel like you're going to challenge him in that area in a way we haven't seen a lot of fighters challenge him?
Oh yeah, for sure. And I think they know that too. So, and that's the thing. That's really gonna bring like his A game.
Davis is confident that his past experience with Roach gives him an upper hand. He believes their earlier fights have given him key insights into Roach's style and strategy, which he plans to use to his advantage.
I'm from Baltimore. He's not from DC. That's what I learned. I thought he was from DC too. DC my second home. I've been coming up here since I was 9 years old, even younger. So I'm not really trying to get in his personal business. Probably just showing him that, I could do anything, especially in your backyard.
You gonna feel all this shit we gotta do? Look, hey Tank, we gonna go 35 for 12.
Many years ago, legendary champion Marvin Hagler remarked that it's hard to get up and do road work at 5 a.m.
Roach directly warned Davis not to underestimate him, saying he's a real threat. Meanwhile, Teofimo Lopez jumped into the conversation, telling fans to check the resumes. He hinted that his own experience would give him the edge over Davis, suggesting he has what it takes to beat him.
So you think you dominate Tank?
I think I dominate any of them. If you really look at it, if you gotta really tap in on this, look at the resume, all that extra, whatever. There's a certain limit that you hit, right? But then there's that next criteria or that next top tier. And if you don't match that, you never gonna know how great you really are. And I've done that a few amount of times already. I jumped out that box and done that. So I have yet to see Gervonta come out of that box yet. You know what I'm saying? They're about to put him with a guy at 130 pounds. Whether he's a champion or not, you're getting a guy lighter than you to come up and weight to make you look good again. You know what I'm saying?
Some fans believe Roach isn't on Davis's level, which has raised doubts about how competitive the fight will be. This perception has had an impact on ticket sales and pay-per-view interest.
Frank Martin-ish type of fight where he's fighting a dude who has earned a big opportunity or has a bit of a resume. He's on a run. His only loss is to Jamel Herring, and he did beat Hector Luis Garcia, a common opponent between the two. But I think people are going to look at this and be like, all right, Tank again is not fighting one of the elite guys that you want to see him fight against. He's fighting another kind of B-level fighter who is really, really good, but you want to see Tank against the best of the best.
Lamont Roach, and this is nothing against him, I think this is actually a good fight. I think he's very skilled. It's kind of giving the Canelo blueprint right now, where Canelo is like picking fighters, Edgar Berlanga and Jaime Munguia, and they're on pay-per-view, but obviously we want to see Canelo fight David Benavidez. Loma is the one. Remember, we were hearing that there was a fight that was supposed to take place in November, and both camps were in negotiations. And then Loma decided that he was going to take some time off. That's not Tank's fault.
Within the black community, there's been strong support for the Davis versus Roach fight. Many are emphasizing the importance of two black fighters headlining a major event and encouraging fans to rally behind it.
I'm throwing the fire sticks away, Two-Tone. Everybody, you gotta buy this fight if you black, because they don't want blacks to fight blacks because y'all don't buy it. So I'm buying it. No fire stick.
Fuck out of here. You ain't about to mercy. You ain't about to get us the mercy by this shit, pity by this shit. This ain't the right black on black we want to see.
No, hold on, Nuts. You can't de-advertise the black community, nigga. We rep
this ain't the black on black we want to see.
Y'all say
this ain't the black on black we want to see.
DC, they
They was in DC, nigga, Chocolate City, Baltimore, motherfucking DC. The whole crowd was full of black people. We coming.
I see white people like a motherfucker in them stands. Why y'all capping, man?
Yo, Lamont is the only nigga Tank fought out of his last 5 fights that's not scared of him.
Oh, wow.
Rolly was scared. Ryan was scared.
Frank wasn't
Hector
scared.
was scared.
Frank
was terrified.
Frank wasn't scared.
Frank was terrified.
Man, he wasn't terrified because he flinched.
That's all for today's video. Stay tuned. There's plenty more coming soon.